Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And off we go from Ford Field. Now an opening has the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. First carry now for Jaden Blue. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Allen gonna throw. He finds Devontae Smith. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 4.
They get 21 on that one. First down, Detroit.
First down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A gain of splits and 4 through the air. Good for a Lions first down.
And now they find themselves on the verge of really putting together an opening statement drive here at the start of this game. But now that the field becomes condensed, continue to be smart in the way you attack this defense. The last thing you want to do is settle for 3 in what's been a very impressive opening drive.
He was looking for Jalen Noel that time. It's 2nd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Throwing again, it's Allen. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in! Touchdown, Detroit. His 12th touchdown of the year.
Well, we had a feeling, Mike, from talking to them this week in our meetings that they wanted to put last week behind them as quickly as possible. They could not wait for this ball to be kicked off here today, and they couldn't have gotten there. They take the opening possession, they go right down the field, and come away with the touchdown, and I'm not sure how many people on that sideline can even remember the score from last weekend.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Each in field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Malachi starts there for the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Purdy. Going over the middle, this one is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Washington.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Here's 1st and 10. A give here to Pacheco. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Taken down at the 41. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 3.
Get set, get set.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They set him down behind the line. And it's 4th down. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now Purdy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on 4th down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 2nd down, Purdy. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. On 2nd down, Purdy. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
11 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down and 9.
Get set, 21. Go for that team. Watch out.
Here's Purdy again. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Bates' kick is good. And the Commanders are on the board. It's 7-3.
I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
He'll start this on the ground with blue. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Down at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Again, it's blue. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Detroit.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Smith. 8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. Now Allen. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 2.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
3rd and 2. Now Allen. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Lions first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 7-3 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. On first down, here's blue. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Tyrese Knight on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
To the air on third down, here's Allen. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Brown 80! Go!
It's first down, and they'll run. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Jonas Saker is there to make the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Commanders' 21-yard line.
I see the bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Going on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised I can ride the killer vibe. Probably the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs. Ripping on it like I'm picking the pride. I hit the crib with a quick.
From the 21, here's second and 8. From the gun, Josh Allen. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it, and not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play. Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
319! Middle. Look out!
To the air on second down, here's Allen. And he's so close to the goal line, couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up third and goal.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Allen going to throw here on third and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Lions.
Oftentimes, you can tell the decision about whether or not the team is going to go for it on fourth down based on what they do on third down. And I think they knew they had an extra down in their back pocket. Try on third and goal, go through the air. And even if you fail, you still got one more shot at it. And it results in a touchdown.
Harrison Davis to kickoff.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Covered very strong defensively. It's second down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Second and 10. That's quickly out to Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a carry by Blue. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Round 80! Half 10.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. Looking deep here for Tillman.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit. That right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Purdy works out of the pistol. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard, very stout. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Again, here comes Blue. He'll look forward for maybe a yard. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's got a man. That's Noah. He's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. From the gun, here is Allen. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming up.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half. That is taken at the 10. Oh, that is wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. On the handoff, Blue. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Jonas Sager is there to make the stop.
Taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man, and that's Tillman. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Allen. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Round 80. Alert. Slam. Look out.
This is Blue. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Tackled back at the 35.
We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break. Come back. Second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Harris Davis to kick off.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball at its highest point, come down with the pick.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Get set. 18.
To throw on 1st down is Purdy. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 25 yards. The pickup there. 1st down, Washington. To throw once more, it's Purdy. Quick throw here is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
And I think it's really been to all of our surprise. We haven't really had to say his name very much so far, and I think you can give the defense all the credit for that. There's his first catch of the game, and it comes here in the third quarter.
And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Now from the 9, it'll be second and goal. Here's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
This the 8th play of this drive, and it's third and goal. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes fourth and goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders up the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that could be very deflating. For an offense settling for too many field goals.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Play action. It's Allen. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
And the Lions.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On first and 10, it's Allen. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also Let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
319! We go!
Allen to throw on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. This is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. The Lions will now make it an 11-point game. It's 17-6.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And it was taken down right at the 29-yard line. Motion man is Johnston. Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. Working 3 downfield. It is Williams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Washington.
They'll run with Pacheco. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Isaiah Pacheco, ball carrier. Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Now Purdy. Right side and brought in by Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
The Commanders' 1st down.
From the gun, here's Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Brings up 2nd and
9. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Washington.
Thrown quickly on the RPO to Bowers. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and inches. Here's Pacheco. He gets the fourth quarter going, and he will score. Game on. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Washington. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance.
That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the ground, it's Blue. Into space. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Detroit. Now the try here for the point out.
For the extra point.
He's got it. And the Lions go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
24. Commanders 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. On 1st and 10, Purdy. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
It's a gain of 22
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Schlesinger. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Shotgun snap to Purdy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
3rd and long.
Get set. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Now Purdy. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. What a play on 4th and long. And even 30 yards.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
And not much there. Good defense. To no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Kobe Turner. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up 3rd and long.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone, inside the 20. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That's to the right side, and caught by Bowers. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Here's Pacheco. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They let him run down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Here's Purdy. That's hauled in at the 2. And he will score. Game on. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Commanders. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3 of field goals here in the 4th quarter. pick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Washington. Here's Bates for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Commanders have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead. After that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This one taken at the 7. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Open man, and that's Tillman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
So here comes 3rd and 5. Throwing again is Allen. That is intercepted. Picked off by Jaden Hicks. And the Commanders are going to take over just shy of midfield.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll gain 17 on that one. It's very quick first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Get set, get set.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. On second down, Pacheco. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it from no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
And it's third down.
Get set, get set. 18.
They'll drop to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. This one's good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So a win here on the road for the Commanders. This was a game where both offenses